the silence, I heard it calling. Not a voice, a pressure, something breaking. Stillness screams. Pressure carved me from collapsing dreams. They built their walls out of fear and control, but never understood what lives in my soul. Every limit they drew, I erased in flame. Every version of me never stayed the same. You see force evolving beyond your time. Feel it! Chains in my veins start to snap. Hear it! We're all trying to pull me back, but I don't bend, I don't break, I don't kneel to the fate you make. I am the storm you couldn't weather. Walked with gods and surpassed their sight. Turn the day into endless night. You call it chaos, I call it truth. I see 10 paths, you see one route. Every strike calculated force. Every loss just a new resource. I don't react, I decide. I don't survive, I override. Watch it! The ceiling starts to collapse. Feel it! Reality starting to crack. You can't hold what won't stay. I was built to break away. I am the storm you couldn't weather, the fire that bends and severs. No law, no throne can hold me ever. I break the sky. Tried to wield. I was the fracture they tried to seal, but pressure creates what fear can't contain. Now I'm the force they can't restrain.
Break the limit. Shift the system. No. Pure the decision. Born known shelling. No domain. I don't follow. I reign. I am the last of a dying lamb.
not created, uncontained.
I walk into the dark, where the brave don't tread, where the silence is sharp and the shadows are fed. I don't wait for a sign, I don't hide from the call. If the nightmare stands tall, then I rise even taller than all. Every step that I take is a blade to the doubt. Every breath that I breathe pulls the terror inside out. I turn fear into fuel, into something divine, where the weak see an end and I redraw the line. Hunter's pulse. I ascend when the pressure ignites. I don't flee from the darkness, I train in its bite. Every demon I face is a part of my climb. Every failure a prophecy written in time. They are chained. I run toward the fear that devours the rest. Turn the dread in my chest to a warrior's crest. I'm the storm in the void, I'm the break in the chain. I'm the howl in the dark that remembers your name. I'm the unchained, awake in the shadow, untamed. Where the nightmares strike first, I ignite with no shame. In the dream world of chaos where the fallen resist, I tear open the abyss and the abyss flinches first. The abyss flinches first. Hunt the darkness. Hunt the darkness. Every fear that I fight becomes strength in my grip. Every doubt that I drown becomes steel in my head. I don't kneel to the void, I make war with his voice. In a world full of echoes, I carve my own choice. When the monsters awake with a hunger for souls, I embrace every shadow that swallows the bold. Cause the path through the night is the path that I walk. Where the brave lose their breath, I become the shadow. Dreamwalker's fire, I don't run from the dark, I evolve in its grip. Turn the sting of the night to a flame in my chest. Every failure is forged into something that lives. Every scar is a map to a power unblazed. The unchained, I run toward the fear that devours the rest. Turn the dread in my chest to a warrior's crest. I'm the storm in the void, I'm the break in the chain. I'm the howl in the dark that remembers your name. I'm the unchained, awake in the shadow, untamed. Where the nightmares strike first, I ignite with no shame. In the dream world of chaos where the fallen resist, I tear open the abyss and the abyss flinches first. The abyss flinches
When the darkness comes close, I don't tremble.
trust. Every demon a lesson in violent mistrust. I'm the one that they whispered would break under strain, but the chains that they forged became fuel in my veins. If the nightmares want war, then I welcome the test. I was born in the dark, and I rise from it blessed.
Chest to a warrior's crest. I'm the storm in the void, I'm the break in the chain. I'm the howl in the dark that remembers your name. I'm the unchained, undarkened, the force they resist where the shadows retreat when they feel my eclipse. In the dream world of terror where the cowards desist, I walk into the
and the nightmares descend. Walk forward, clench your teeth, become your own end.
Cut it. Cut it again. Why does it keep coming back? There's something breathing in the walls tonight, a pulse that's moving just outside the light. I tear it open, watch it multiply. Every death just teaches it to rise. I tried to crush it, it adapted fast. Every future splitting from the past. This isn't war, it's something else. I'm fighting versions of myself. Feel it crawling under my skin. Every fraction lives within. If I break it, it becomes more. If I hesitate, it devours. When gods bleed black, the world beats it. Cut one down, now four completed. Every shadow learns my pattern. Every loss just makes it faster. When gods bleed black, no end, no after. Screams turn echo, laughter to laughter. I swing once, it splits the field. This is a war that won't stay killed. I pulled the sky just to cleanse the ground. Now the ashes whisper different sounds. Every move I thought was right built a deeper kind of fight. You can't outpace what learns your mind. You can't outrun what's intertwined. This isn't strength, this is design. A system feeding every line. Watch it shifting every attack, learning every way I react. There's no edge, there's no end. Every strike creates again. When gods bleed black, I see the pattern. Every cut just makes it matter. Every piece becomes a whole. Every loss takes more control. When gods bleed black, the loser shattered. Time collapses, nothing matters. If I fight the way I did, I become what I am against. Don't cut, don't feed, don't break what you can erase. Think fast, move clean, one strike and the source. It's not the bodies, it's the origin, not the shadows. The source within, I wasn't losing, I was learning too late. So I stopped.
change the method. No more chaos, pure perfection. Not a cut, I erase the line. Sever space, collapse the time. When God's blade black, I don't divide it. I remove what sits behind it. No more copies, no more stack. I am the source, no coming back. Not everything should be fought the same way.
I was the echo in the back of the rain. Last one chosen, first one betrayed. Marked insufficient, labeled expendable. But pressure makes power undeniable. System voice lay underneath. Bottom of the food chain, dust in the dungeon. Heartbeat sinking with the countdown function. Steel in my grip, but doubt in my chest. Every swing saying you're not like the rest. They climbed ladders, I crawled through graves. They wanted glory, I studied the waves. Every near death, carved code in my veins. Every loss, rewired my brain. Pain wasn't punishment, it was tuition. Fear wasn't weakness, it sharpened vision. While they chased ranks, chasing fame, I was negotiating death by name. Something was watching inside the dark. Not a god, not fate, but a spark. When the blade went through and my pulse went thin, that's when the system locked me in. Arise, when the world says fall. Arise, I outgrew it all. From zero to singularity flame. Now the shadows answer my name. Break me down, I multiply. Kill my light, I redefine. Kings are born, their fortunes strain. I didn't level up, I became the game. Now every step bends, gravity slight. Air gets thinner when I ignite. Eyes once laughing don't mean my own. They feel the shift in the undertone. Monarch pulse in a mortal frame. Calm outside but inside flame. Dungeons tremble when I breathe in. I don't fight wars, I absorb them. Every shadow that feared the sun now stands when my will is done. I was the weakest, remember that claim. Funny how silence forgets your name. This wasn't luck, it was evolution. Isolation builds revolution. When I died, something else survived. Not a hero, something revived. Arise, let the heavens split. Arise, I don't submit. From fractured bone to tyrant rain. Now the hunters whisper my name. Break my body, I adapt. Close the gate, I overlap. Fate tried riding me in vain. I didn't level up, I became the game. Say it again, weakest alive. Say it again, watch me survive. Every insult, fuel in disguise. Every coffin where I rise. System override, limit denied. Death complied, I multiplied. You prayed for power, I became it. Shadow crowned in flame. Remember the name. I walked through hell without a throne. Now every realm is overthrown. From nothing carved to endless reign. Precious sculpted what remains. If gods descend to stake their claim, they'll kneel inside the thing I became. I didn't level up, I became the game. Split the heavens down the seam of time, drag constellations into a single line, collapse the stars into my hands, turn galaxies into grains of sand. I threw it all, every force I knew, watched it tear the world in two. But when the dust and fire cleared, you were still standing here. No reaction, no resistance, no distortion, no existence of anything I could affect. You stand where power has no meaning, where time stops breathing or repeating. I've been DOD, you don't even move. What I destroy doesn't touch you. Unmade by my hand, unburled by my will, I shatter the void. You're perfectly still. If this is God, then this is new. A force that doesn't need to prove. I burn the air into electric flame, invented weapons without a name, tore through space with edges unseen, cut through layers in between. Every strike refined, precise, divine, every angle calculated, aligned, but every outcome stayed the same, like I was outside the game. No weakness, no fraction, no shift, no capture. No matter what I redesign, you stand where power has no meaning, where cousin friend to lose all feeling. I change the less you don't obey, like you exist outside the play. Unmade by my hand, untouched by decay, I erase existence, you inane. If this is war, then this is truth. I'm facing something absolute. You're not resisting, you're not defending, you're not enduring. You're beyond the system entirely. Then I don't fight within it. I won't strike harder, I won't move faster, I won't burn brighter. I'll go deeper if you exist outside creation. Then I transcend the foundation, not just force but redefinition, not destruction, rewritten vision. Unmade by my hand and I will become the rule you can't resolve. If you are truth beyond all form, then I become the next transform. Next time I won't reach you, I'll be where you are.
I was buried in the silence, left alone beneath the weight. Every scar became a language, every loss rewrote my fate. The darkness tried to claim me, set the fire and burned away. But monsters aren't created, they awaken in the pain. Pressure builds inside my veins, thunder roaring in my bones. Every doubt that tried to break me now becomes a stepping stones. I remember every failure, every night I couldn't breathe. Now the shadow that once chased me is the weapon that I will change. Snapping in the midnight, fear turning into flame. I carve my name in battle.
storm remembers my name.
Rise from the ashes of defeat. Break every limit beneath your feet. Fight like the fire will never die. Past the edge of the sky. No mercy, no surrender. The beast inside won't fade. I build my throne from struggle. Now watch me ascend. Now watch me ascend. Every drop of sweat is armor. Every rep a war I win. Every breath a declaration. I refuse to break again. The world said I was nothing, just another fading spark. But stars are born in chaos, and I learned to love the dark. Pain forged my evolution. Rage sharpened every blade. If destiny's a mountain, then watch the climb I made. Rise from the ashes of defeat. Break every limit beneath your feet. Fight like the fire will never die. Climb past the edge of the sky. No mercy, no surrender. The beast inside won't fade. I build my throne from struggle. Now watch me ascend. I walk through hell alone. No light to guide my way. But kings are born in darkness, and legends rise from pain. Rise, feel the thunder in your veins. Pray, let the power flood your brain. Like a god that can't be slain. Climb to the heavens, scream your name. No mercy, no surrender. The beast inside won't bend. I forge my soul in battle, and this is not the end. And this is not the end. And this is not the end. Weakness was the beginning. Power was the answer.
You wanted power, you got it. So why does it feel like it's eating you alive? I kept it clean, kept it controlled. White gold veins, never let it overflow. But pressure builds where no one sees. Now something's scratching underneath. I hear talk when I'm alone. A different voice inside my tone says let me out just for a bit. Yeah, I know exactly what that is. Fingertips shaking, something's off. Teeth clenched tight, I'm losing lock. I told myself I'd never slip, but it feels too good to resist. Say my name when it burns through you. When the dark feels better than the truth. I held it back, now it's breaking loose. Can't tell if I'm here something new. Say my name when I lose control. When the fire first to take my soul, I tried to be what I was told, but I think I like it when I don't. Skin feels tight like it might split. Colors shift when I clench my fist. Green and violet in the flame. Acid dripping through my veins. I see the fear, I feel it too, but not enough to make me stop. There's something honest in the rage. Something really what I've unlocked. Heartbeat racing, vision blur. Every line starts to distort. I know this isn't who I was, but I don't care who I was. Say my name when it breaks your mind. When the light gets left behind. I kept it pure, now it's death by everything I used to hide. Say I think. But that would mean giving this up, and I don't know if I want to say my name when it all collides, when there's nowhere left to hide. I found myself 1,000 times and lost to what I kept inside. Say my name when the ashes fall, when I don't feel bad at all. If this is wrong, then fuck it all. I'll take the power, I'll take the fall. I'll take the fall. I'll take the say my name. Say my name. Fire. Breathe in the pressure, breathe out the doubt. Step in the arena and shut the world out. Steel on my hands, weight on my soul. Every rep that I take is a step to control. I'm built from the nights that I didn't give in, from the days I was weak but I chose to begin. Pain is the price but the strength is the deal. Every scar turns a wound into something I feel. Pressure makes power, resistance makes rise. Every second of struggle is fuel in disguise. I don't fear the burn, I welcome the blast, cause the fire inside is designed to outlast. I won't break, I won't bend, I won't stall or retreat. I'm the force in the gem that the iron can't beat. Every rep, every set, every breath that I steal turns the pain into power, makes the power feel real. I'm unstoppable, unstoppable, forced in my bro, unstoppable, forced in the grind, built from the battlefields deep in my mind. When the weak fall back and the strong reveal, I rise from the struggle, unstoppable still. Unstoppable still. Yeah, heavy rep rage, sweat on the ground, heart in my chest. I fight with the will that refuses to rest. Fear in my head, I silence the noise. I don't wait for the strength, I make the choice. Battle the weight till my muscles ignite. War with the doubt till I win every fight. I turn every rep to a weapon I wield. I kill every limit that tells me to yield. Survive the set, the pain is the path to the strength I demand. The burn is the mark of the power I plan. I don't fear the scars, the proof I reveal that the old me is dead and the new one is real. I won't break, I won't bend, I won't stall or retreat. I'm the force in the gem that the iron can't beat. Every rep, every set, every breath that I steal turns the pain into power, makes the power feel real. I'm unstoppable, 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 forged in the grind, built from the battlefields deep in my mind. When the weak fall back and the strong reveal, I rise from the struggle, unstoppable still. Unstoppable still. When the weight gets heavy, I grit and ascend. When the reps get brutal, I push till the end. If the world wants excuses, I break through the trend. I don't stop at the limit, I start where they end. Unstoppable. I won't break, I won't bend, I won't stall or retreat. I'm the force in the gem that the iron can't beat. Every rep, every set, every breath that I steal turns the pain into power, makes the power
it in, I let it bloom. Now there's no space left in the room. Skin don't fit, it starts to tear. Something else is breathing there. Veins light up, toxic glow. Acid pulse overload. Every nerve is begging me, don't stop now, let it be. Handshaking, not from fear. This is clarity, crystal clear. All that pressure, all that fight. This is what was on the other side. A deep of the sky, leave nothing above. No God left breathing, no mercy, no love. I tear through it, let it all, rip it apart. If you built this world, I'm breaking your heart. A deep of the sky, watch everything fall. No right, no wrong, I don't care at all. I tried to be human, I played my part. Now I'm the end of what you started. Bones crack loud when I move too fast. Every second burning like it's my last. But I don't slow, I push it more. Pain just opens up the door. I see them run, I hear them pray. Used to matter, not today. There's something clean in all this mess. No doubt left, just yes. Heartbeat gone, replaced with sound. Like the world's about to drown. I don't think, I don't wait. I just erase what's in my way. A deep of the sky, I eat the light. Turn day to nothing, kill the night. I've been what's real until it breaks. No second chance, no mistakes. A deep of the sky, watch you fade. Everything you built unmade. I was your savior, I was your God. Now I'm the thing you can't stop. Put down, burn the ground. No more, please. Split the seam, kill the dream. No control, just be cut. Funny thing is, I've never felt this clear before. No fear, no doubt, no limits. A deep of the sky, I end the game. No memory left of a single name. I break the sun, I drown the stars. Leave nothing left of what you are. A deep of the sky, this is my form. Not flesh, not mind, just living storm. If there's a God, I'll drag him down and wear his head like a crown. You said, control it.
I was the echo in the back of the rain. Last one chosen, first one betrayed. Marked insufficient, labeled expendable. But pressure makes power undeniable. Bottom of the food chain, dust in the dungeon. Heartbeat sinking with the countdown function. Steel in my grip, but doubt in my chest. Every swing saying you're not like the rest. They climb black light as I crawled through graves. They wanted glory, I studied the waves. Every near-death cough cold in my veins. Every loss rewired my brain. Pain wasn't punishment, it was tuition. Fear was a weakness, it sharpened vision. While they chased strength, chasing fame, I was negotiating death by name. Something was watching inside the dark. Not a god, not fate, but a spark. When the blade went through and my pulse went thin, that's when the system locked me in. Oh, rise when the world says fall. I outgrew it all from zero to singularity flame. Now the shadows answer my name. Break me down, I multiply. Kill my light, I redefine. Kings unborn, they're forged in strain. I didn't level up, I became the game. Now every step bends, gravity slide. Air gets thinner when I ignite. Eyes once laughing don't meet my own. They feel the shift in the undertone. Monarch pulse in a mortal frame. Calm outside but inside flame. Dungeons tremble when I breathe in. I don't fight wars, I absorb them. Every shadow that feared the sun now stands when my will is done. I was the weakest, remember that claim. Funny how silence forgets your name. This wasn't luck, it was evolution. Isolation builds revolution. When I died, something else survived. Not a hero, something revived. They'll rise, let the heavens split. I don't submit from fractured bone to tyrant reign. Now the hunters whisper my name, break my body, I adapt. Close the gate, I overlap. They tried writing me in vain. I didn't level up, I became the game. Say it again, weakest alive. Say it again, watch me survive. Every insult, fuel in disguise. Every coffin where I rise. System override, limit denied. Death complied, I multiplied. You prayed for power, I became it. Shadow crowned in flame, remember the name. I walked through hell without a throne. Now we realm is overthrown. From nothing carved to endless rain. Pressure sculpted, what remains? If gods descend to stake their claim, they'll kneel inside the thing I became. I didn't level up, I became the game. Your eyes, not anger, something fossilized. 1,000 wars still breathing there. Every scar a silent prayer. You don't speak, you don't need to. I already know what you've been through. This ain't chaos, this is waiting. I can feel it when you wait. No crown, no name, no glory, no fame. Just two things that refuse
it don't react like pain's a language you don't have. So I step in, no distance now, no tricks left, just here and now. Fist to fist, we trade the truth, and neither one of us can lose. No God, no fate, no running, no break, just impact until something gives. Blood of war, God spread the sky. Every hit a reason why. We don't speak, we don't pretend, we only know how this one ends. Blood of war, God's teeth and bone, everything we built overthrown. If this is what we both become, then let us say who won't no sound, just war now. Wow, you don't fall, breathe, do I? Good, don't fall, neither do I. Good, don't fall, good. Blood of war, God side by side, not as onlys but tested by every strike, every scar proves exactly what we are. Blood of war, God's no regret, no forgetting what we meant. If there's peace, it won't begin. It's earned through this. Not finished. Not finished. Not finished. Every mountain starts as silent. Every storm begins as air. No one sees a quiet moment where a man decides to dare. Steel bends slowly under pressure. Stone remembers every scar. Time carves truth into the body, showing who you really are. I have carried doubt like armor, worn it heavy on my chest, but the weight of expectation is the forge that builds the best. No lightning from the heavens, no miracle, no grace, just discipline and violence etched across my face. Every drop of sweat is Most people wait for greatness. Some people build it one brutal day at a time.
No more voices, no more division. Just me. I've been the fire that lost control. I've been the light that held it whole. I've been the hand that tore it down and wore the silence like a crown. I felt the pull in every direction, power, destruction, divine perfection. But every path I tried to take was just a fraction of what I'd make. Not split, not torn, not reborn. Integrated. I am not light, I am not dark. I am the space between the spark. No need to break, no need to prove. I don't react, I only move. Absolute form, no fracture lift, no fear of names, no need for death. If this is power, then this is true. Not what I was, what I became. I see the systems understand, the loops, the patterns buried in every god, every fall, every rise, predictable. I don't destroy, I redesign. I don't chase, I realign. Every force bends naturally when it exists inside of me. No chaos, no control. Just hold. I am not war, I am not peace. I am the point where both release. No need for throne, no need for a name. I don't play, I change the game. Absolute form, I see it clear. Every dimension brought near. If this is God, then understand. God is a state that I command. The devil was never separate. The divine was never higher. The war was never outside. It was all misalignment. Now everything moves with me.
the edge of myself, stared down the part that said quit. The world tried to bury me beneath its weight, but I learned to lift every piece of it. Wake up in the fire, no silence in my bones. Every heartbeat hits like war drums, every breath breaks through stone. I've trained for the moments, the fracture lesser men, where doubt claws at the spine, but I won't break again. I've tasted fear, I've swallowed pain, I've watched my weakness try to chain everything I could become, but those days are done. I'm rising from the ashes of who I used to be, burning through the limits that were placed on me. If the world wants to fight, then let them all come see. I'm training for zero. For the moment I'm free, I'll be the greatest in the world when they finally know I didn't break under pressure, I built my throne. I'm not aiming for glory, I'm aiming for control. I'm training for zero, for the rise of my soul. I push till the bones scream, till my hands won't shake. Greatness is a war only few will undertake. I fought the shadows in my chest that whispered I would fall, but I learned to love the struggle. Now I answer every call. Quiet echoing, I was nothing, once a ghost in the background, training in the dark alone, without a crown. Then the guitars hit, but now the ground trembles. When my heart beats twice, I carve my ambition out of sacrifice. If the world wants a champion, then let them watch me rise. I'm rising from the ashes of who I used to be, burning through the limits that were placed on me. If the world wants to fight, then let them all come see. I'm training for zero. For the moment I'm free, these scars are the map of the king I'll become. Every battle I've survived, every war I've won. I don't chase dreams, I become the one. I'm training for zero. Till the universe is undone. Let the world collapse around me, I'll stand through the wreckage. Let the giants come to crush me, I'll rise from the pressure. I wasn't made to follow, I was made to remember. Greatness isn't destiny, it's built from surrender. But I never surrender. When the dust settles